Welcome to Happy Hour, brought to you by Best Damn Bookkeeping.
There, yeah. I just did that video at the beginning rather than like the 15-second video.
I didn't hear it. It was supposed to have sound?
I think so. Did it not have sound? Jai, was there sound on that?
Yes, there was.
Okay.
You did a great job, man.
Thanks. You just watch me go. Hey, what? Hold on. Check this out. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Jai, I got good at this too. Yeah. Look at I can even hit all the buttons. Can you guys... Angela's not dancing though. That makes me wonder if...
we don't hear anything.
Really? We're playing two musics. I hear you're playing music on your end too, Dan.
Are you able to share it somewhere on Facebook?
Hold on. I had to turn it down.
Was that Angela?
Are you able to share it somewhere on Facebook, Jai? I'm not logged in to my stream here. Okay, good. And then we can share it from wherever you share it to.
Okay.
But you guys can't hear. You guys can't hear the background music playing.
I'm already playing the background music.
But I'm playing the background music.
You are? You can stop it. You don't hear the
Well, we don't hear either one of you playing the background music, so.
I was playing it through StreamYard. I was playing the hell out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was playing it on my computer, so.
I just wonder if the audience can hear it or not. Sometimes it's weird.
Yeah. Streaming is weird.
Sometimes you got to have the right thing plugged into the other thing. But I haven't changed anything on my setup, and I think it worked last time. Who knows?
I mean, it could be us. We're on an iPad. I don't know. Instead,
driving in a Subaru.
You drive.
But isn't the camera angle
congratulations
pretty cool? How
on...
you can like see the.
Yeah. Oh, I like it. Congrats on becoming lesbians. I am also one. We own a Subaru Ascent. Proud lesbian family. So, welcome to the club. Whose Subaru are you driving?
This is one of those automatic. Yeah, it's one of those automatic Subarus that just drives for Angela. So anytime I'm in the car, I automatically have to drive.
Yeah, you are the Subaru.
Yeah, I am the automatic driver.
Huh. I have one of those in my house too. It's me. I'm the same. Designated. I'm the designated driver. Sober or drunk. I'm just the designated driver. Sometimes on the DD, sometimes on the DVD.
Twice.
Oh, we lost you. Oh, you're getting choppy. It's like you're driving to Raleigh in the mountains or something. I got a cool thing. I got some badass stickers made. Check these dogs out. Look at those babies.
Ooh.
Everybody's gonna want one of those. Everybody's gonna want one of these stickers. Yeah, I got to put it on the back of my computer along with Rob Anderson got me. What, Jai, you got something? You got something?
Yeah, let's try this again. Let's try this again.
Should we play some music?
Let me know if you hear it, okay?
You play. I can hear it.
You also should have gotten some unique music in your.
I'm guessing Angela and JC don't hear it because they're still acting like they don't hear the music. Maybe they're just so anti-music. Maybe they're just so anti-music that they're boycotting hearing the music. If you're out there, if you're one of those viewers out there, live action viewers, throw in the comments if you can hear the music playing or not. We're trying to do production related stuff. Oh, now you got it? Okay. Yeah, now we got it dialed in. Now we got her dialed in. All right. Beauty.
Nice.
So I got these best damn stickers made. It's one of the things we have. I think Angela, with our latest bookkeeper we brought on, we hit the 20 mark. We officially have 20 people on the best damn team. And one of the things I like to do with everybody when they hit their anniversary, like every anniversary, they get some badass best damn bookkeeping stuff. And it's not one of the things that drove me nuts about the corporate world All right, Jai, turn that music off. Or shut her. Slow her down.
Yeah, I faded it out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you had to keep test driving it.
Yep.
One of the things I hated about the corporate world is like they would get you stuff and it just sucked. It was like if it was a T-shirt, it was that rigid cotton that felt like it could hold itself up. If it was a mug or something, it was a crappy plasticky mug, not a nice one like JC and Angela gave us at Sales Boost a couple years ago. And so one of the things I like to do is when somebody gets through training, they get a coffee mug and a water mug, which I still need to get the water mugs, like some nice Tervis ones. But then every anniversary, they get to like pick out anything that they want, like within reason, under $100. Pick out something they want and slap a Best Damn Bookkeeping logo on it. But we had 2 people. It was meant to be like apparel, like get yourself the coolest hooded sweatshirt you've ever seen, get yourself a new backpack for carrying your laptop in, get yourself something like that. But this last round, somebody chose a coffee maker and somebody else chose a cooler. And I was like, well, I guess we got to get stickers then because it's got to have a Best Damn Bookkeeping logo on it. So now we got some badass stickers made for everybody. Like small enough that they can, fit on small things, but big enough that even if they're on like a cooler, they still stick out. So
I need one of those.
I kind of like that.
How come I don't get one of those? How come I don't get one of those, man?
I'm the first person to get them. That's why nobody's got one of them, just me.
Okay. I got it.
He'll bring one. We'll be there in less than 2 months.
Yep.
And
I'm looking forward to that though.
I just booked a flight. Oh, I still need to book. Angela, should I bug Michelle about booking my hotel / connections and stuff like that? Should I bug Michelle about that stuff?
Yes. Yep.
All right.
Send her your flight. The travel agent will get you, because to go to Boracay, you gotta jump on a flight, a ferry, and a car. You gotta do all the things. So she's gotta do all that for you.
I'm gonna there's gonna be a scooter, a bicycle. I'm gonna be riding on the back of a bird at some point. It's gonna be badass.
Yeah.
You'll probably be in one of those little, John, what do they call those things with the sidecars?
A tricycle.
Little motorcycles. With a
Tricycle.
sidecar. Damn, we could race those.
Yeah.
Next time I visit you guys, I want to be in a sidecar. Like you guys can be in whatever, and then I'll be on a sidecar, like literal third wheel. Next time I see you guys, if Marty's not with me, I want to be literally a third wheel.
Well,
I'd crush the sidecar.
You'll get the chance to see him, Dan, when you get there.
Yeah, I want one. Maybe a horse and buggy. You got any horse and buggy situations down in the Philippines, Jai? Can I jump in a?
I don't know. I don't know what that looks like, but I can make sure that when you get inside the tricycle, you and JC won't fit in.
Yeah, we probably won't. Hey, I've been lifting weights too. Look out for me. I lifted.
Oh, really?
I lifted twice. I lifted twice 2 weeks ago, and then I lifted earlier this week, but my arm was kind of getting sore. And next week, I'm in the Boundary Waters for an entire week, like paddling in a canoe, paddling my ass off.
Good.
So I didn't want to get injured before that. So I vowed to not lift weights again this week.
That's great, man.
Yeah. Oh, we lost them. They gone.
Oh, shit.
You're in, Jai. You subbed in. No, I had an idea for this episode, which is I knew JC and Angela were going to be in and out just because they're on the road. And I know Sean can't make it and Michael can't make it because they're traveling. We might get a Corey Hillary spotting. But I thought this would be a good a good storytelling episode and a little foreshadowing of stories to come. This is like that turning point of the year where you go from spring to summer. Especially weather-wise. Now, for you, you're on the opposite hemisphere, so you're going like the fall to winter, but I don't think it's ever anything but summer where you are. It's just, is it ridiculous summer or comfortable? That's how I kind of...
It's a hot season and a very hot season.
Yeah. We always joke in the Midwest of the U.S., it's either winter or it's road construction. Those are our 2 seasons. It's either so cold and frozen that they stop doing construction, or it's the time of year that all the roads are under construction. Okay. That's our joke. We got one of those too. Jai, did you do anything cool for? I know you were on vacation last week. Did
Oh
you
yeah, I did.
Did you pair that
Yeah.
into like a long Memorial weekend, or what was the occasion for the vacation?
Oh, nothing much. Just needed time off. Plus I was, sick for the past, the week before the vacation. So
Yeah.
it was just timing, I guess.
Oh, they're back. They're
Yeah.
back with a lot of background noise.
Let's see if I can
right.
reduce some of it.
Oh, hold on. Now we got like
Oh.
two of them coming in here.
Oh.
Oh, there is a way to reduce the background noise.
Yes.
I think I did something. Oh, I just
Nice.
removed them.
Oh.
Oh, where are they?
Oh.
A lot of opes going on. Here, hold on. That's a little better. Just some car noise. Some car noise for the audience. It just kind of sounds like we're in the car with you guys. There.
That's
Let's
all
see.
right though.
Yeah. Just road noise. Where were you? Where'd you go on vacation? Were you still in the Philippines, or were you out of the country?
I was in Japan, man. I was there with my family. We were uh we were there because of the World Expo 2025, because it was just, I think, 55 years before we went to Osaka again. It was,
Okay.
yeah. So for the
What's
last
what's the
55
World
years,
Expo?
yeah.
What's the World Expo like?
The World Expo is where you feature like technological advancements of the world. Like, for example, you have a. We went to the pavilions of the Gundam. I don't know if you've heard about that,
I
but
haven't.
let me show you the pictures.
Oh yeah, let's do a little screen
If I can
share.
share it on my. Let me see if I
What a
can
rip.
share it on my um Facebook feed. 1 second.
Oh, I got pictures to share too. I wonder if I can do it from my phone while we're on here.
Wait, how do
Wait.
you share screen?
I gotta do the screen share. Get up.
This one. You see it?
It's coming. Oh, badass. Is that a Lego or is that a robot or what is that thing?
It's a Gundam. It's what you call a Gundam. See, it's a life size. It's a life
It's a
size.
transformer.
It's something like that, but they call it a Gundam. Yeah, a robot.
Yeah.
See, it's that big. So we went to
Huge.
this pavilion. Yeah, but they have lots of pavilions there. Like, there's one from the U.S., from Norway, from Belgium. Yeah, they just feature some technological advancements for
Cool stuff.
uh,
What was the
future.
coolest thing? What was the coolest thing?
Well, for me, it was the I didn't really get the chance to enter any more pavilions because they were lining up to you know to admit a lot of people, because some pavilions you have to um wait for like an hour and a half because there's just so much people in there.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, it's a real thing, man. If you could search for it on YouTube, like, it's it's like uh like a lot of people there. So
How many? Like hundreds of thousands of people, or like millions of people, or what are they?
no, like tens of thousands, I guess.
Okay. Okay.
It's like a lot.
Ooh, there we go. Gotta get all the way down. All right. Because I'm getting on my phone too. You don't need to let that version of me in. We will at some point, Dan 2.0. Can you guys hear me like echoing? Oh no, that's
No, you're good.
it won't let me turn the volume. I can hear myself coming through
Oh.
my phone audio. You guys
Yeah.
can't. JC and Angela. Oh, do we have them? They froze up a little bit. Hold on. Are they on mute? Do we mute
I
them?
think they muted themselves on the phone.
Yeah, you
Or
guys
the
must be
car.
mute. You guys must have muted yourselves.
There you go.
I can't hear them at all.
No, I can hear him too.
Got nothing. I can mute them and unmute them, but they just got no audio. They have no audio.
Yeah.
So I had my Memorial weekend. I tried to double up and do what I like to call some surf and turf, which a lot of people think is steak and lobster, but if you're outdoorsy, it's either venison and turkey, and then like walleyes. If you're in the Midwest, it's venison and turkeys and walleyes. That's surf and turf. And so I had a turkey tag for the state of Wisconsin, and my dad had 2 tags. And so we had this grand scheme to go out, split up, shoot as many turkeys as we could find. We had 3 tags, so we were just going to be blasting and blasting and blasting. And we were going to do that Friday morning. And I drove separate. I brought Crosdog, my 2-year-old, over with me to Wisconsin. Marty and the girls were back at home, but we're coming over Friday. And so I had this grand scheme. I was going to, bust a couple turkeys in the morning. And then once they got here, we'd drive up to the cabin and then fish the rest of the weekend. And we were going to cook all this great wild game, which we did anyway. And I'll get to that. But I went out Friday morning, and now we got audio. Another back audio. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. There we go. JC and Angela, are you with us? Kind of. Now Jai left.
Yeah.
Where'd Jai go?
No, I'm here. I just turned off my camera because I want you guys to be centered. So.
Oh, I got you. You're going for the symmetry look.
Jai,
You're trying to keep it symmetrical.
I want to be in the background. So.
Hold on. I turned you guys' audio down a bunch. Let me turn it back up a little bit. Jai, you keep clicking the reduce mic background noise when I'm clicking it, and then we keep doing the thing where we turn it off and off.
We're doing the thing again.
Yeah, we got you. We got you a little bit now.
Okay.
So I was there. I was going out turkey hunting, and I especially like hunting for this, and I think it's part of the thing that draws me to running a business, and it's also why I think JC is going to like hunting more and more and more as I get him out there, drag his ass out in the woods, which is you just encounter difficult situation after difficult situation, and you get like spurts of success, and so it's like it reinforces this like grit and resiliency, and it's like high peaks and valleys, like ultimate highs and ultimate lows, which we all experience in business a bunch. And so my turkey hunting had like all of that, and my season has been that I went out twice with my daughter Danny in Minnesota. The first day we had one come in, and then her gun didn't go off, and so we missed an awesome opportunity at a turkey. We had like the high of getting a turkey really close, and then the low of we never even got a shot at it because she just kind of like botched the trigger pull. The next time we nothing, like just total letdown, no turkeys the next day. We went out again a few weeks later, and 2 turkeys came in, and I shot the first one because my tag was only good for like a short window of the season, and her tag was good for all the season. And then the second one proceeded to beat the shit out of the first one, and so she shot that one. So we doubled up, which I like have heard about, but I've never been a part of, and so that was just the coolest freaking thing in the world, was to like double up on turkeys with your kiddo. So ultimate high. And now I'm like, okay, I don't have any Minnesota tags left. So I'm looking forward to my Wisconsin tag, which is late in the year. Turkey hunting gets a little trickier, just because they're not as interested in chasing the hens around sometimes. But there were gobbles going everywhere. I get out in the woods. I think I woke up at like 3:45 because it freaking gets light out so early this time of year. And I didn't even have to drive anywhere. It was like a mile down the street, just at my brother's property back in central Wisconsin. So I get out there, I'm hearing gobbles. I ended up setting up in this like old blind that had blown off of a mound of dirt. Like there's a 20, 30 foot tall mound of dirt from some idiot at some point in time back in history that like plowed all the topsoil off this darn field. And so the blind used to be up on top of that. It blew down this winter, and now it's just kind of like mangled together at the bottom of the hill. So I like creep into there, except there's no creeping because the door's like locked shut, and so you have to crawl in through a window. So I get my ass in there, and it was maybe my most frustrating turkey hunt for a few reasons. One is right away in the morning I can hear just a squadron of gobbles coming, and I had heard them on the roost, and they're coming from the neighbors, and they're coming, and they're coming. And now it sounds like they should be out in front of me. The gobbles are so damn close to me. And they never show up. They go dead silent. Like they got to be just standing right in the woods. They go dead silent. And I'm like, okay, they're coming out. Okay, they're coming out. And like 15 minutes later, I hear them 300 yards back in the woods. They like got to the edge of the woods and we're like, nope. And so I don't know, like, then you're telling yourself stories, right? Did they see me? Did they, was I moving? Did they see something they didn't like? Whatever it was, you're trying to always explain it. So I'm getting frustrated because that would have been a sweet, that was the plan, right? Go out and just start blasting the shit out of turkeys, except the turkeys didn't cooperate. Apparently they didn't get the memo that they were supposed to walk out and I was going to shoot 3 of them. He had 3 tags. He was going to go nuts. And so I'm sitting there feeling sorry for myself. Like, dang it, and I look over to the right, a couple hundred yards down this huge, like, long mound of dirt. There's a turkey standing down there. Lo and behold, he hasn't made a peep all morning. And I don't know if it's a hen or a tom. You can only shoot male turkeys, the toms and the jakes. Now I'm looking down there, and I can see clearly he is a one-legged turkey. He or she. Still don't know what it is, but I can identify that it just has one leg because it's just hopping. And it's like not really going far, right? It's just kind of hopping, trying to eat. And I'm like, all right, I got a plan. First, like it finally turned sideways and I could see it had a beard. I was like reaching down to get my binoculars out. And then it turned sideways. I'm like, okay, it's definitely a tom. And so I devised this plan where I'm going to sneak out of the blind and I'm going to go in the opposite direction. It's like a couple hundred yards away, but I don't know if it's like 5:30. No, it's probably like 5 a.m., 5:30, maybe 5:30. And I'm like, I don't think it'll get to me. It's like, this thing is such a slow moving bird. And I don't think it's going to, I have decoys out and I don't think it's going to want to come and mess with the decoys because it's, has one freaking leg. And so I'm going to sneak out of this blind and I'm going to go down the mound of dirt, make a loop around it, and I'm going to come up all the way around a couple hundred yards down and pop over and shoot it. That's what I'm going to do. Seems like a great plan. Except I start trying to get my fat ass out of this blind because I have to crawl through a window, remember? And man, between my gun hitting the blind and my ass getting stuck on it and then my jacket and I make such a racket getting out of this blind, I can't see the turkey anymore. And then I realized too later on that like even when I thought I was sneaking away and was like hiding behind the blind, this damn bird could totally see me. Like I wasn't directly behind the blind. I was like off to the side. But I didn't know that. So I'm like crawling through thorn bushes, trying to get like around the mound of dirt. I make my way around. I get a couple hundred yards down to where he was, and I like come up over the mound and I look down and the bird's not there, of course, because the bird saw me trying to escape the blind that wouldn't let me go. So now I'm disgruntled again. I'm like, man, like had a good chance to bushwhack one here and just couldn't get my fat ass out of the blind. So I kind of walked down to the woods line to just look in there because I'm thinking he can't have gone far, right? Like he's a one-legged freaking turkey. He can't be too far away. And so I'm looking for him in the woods. I don't see him, and I'm about to like walk back and just retrace my steps. And I'm like, well, now that I've already like come out here, I might as well walk back on the alfalfa field side of this big berm and just like go straight back to the blind. There's still turkeys gobbling around, like maybe something else will come out. And so I start walking back on the alfalfa field, and I think that one-legged turkey and I met eyes and like soul gazed each other for a second. And then I was like, oh God. And then I put the gun up, but by the time I did, he gave like a 2-hop, a boop, and then he flew. And I was like, oh shit. But I don't know like what's all wrong with him, but he like drifted and glided just on the other side of that dirt mound. So I ran over the mound and he was about 50 yards away. And so I just went and like body shot him. Like I could see some feathers fly, but he disappeared around a pine tree. Like the minute I shot him, he disappeared. It was like, ba-boom. And I ran over there expecting him to be like laying there, and he just wasn't there. He disappeared. He must have a tunnel. He fell in a hole. I don't know exactly where he went, but he was gone. And so I started poking around in these pine trees that were there. Nothing. I walk into that woods, and I get like 5 steps in, and I got poked in the eye like I got punched in the face by Mike Tyson. Like right eyeball, stick straight in, just like knocked me to my knees. And I mean, if you've ever been poked in the eye, you know, it's like excruciating. And I can feel my eyes like swelling up in my eye socket. I used to have a defense against this called contacts, but then I got LASIK, and now my eye is just naked and exposed. And when you get poked in the eye, it hurts way worse than when you have contacts and you have a little piece of plastic there. So now I'm just like, I'm, you know, squinty eye pirate Dan, walking back to the blind, super feeling sorry for myself. Again, the highs and lows, just like in business, when your marketing doesn't work, when your sales tactic doesn't work, when you have 2 employees quit on you in the same day, all those feelings are going through me, like just beat. And I don't know what to do, but it's still like 6 a.m. in the morning, probably. Like it's still plenty early to kill a turkey. So I go back to the blind, and I'm sitting in the blind, continuing to feel sorry for myself. I can't see out of my right eye, and so I'm debating what I'm going to do if a turkey does come, because I'm right eye dominant. That's how I shoot a shotgun, so I don't know what the hell I'm going to end up doing. I sit there for a little bit. I hear some more gobbling, and it's coming from the neighbor's property. And so sure enough, I start calling, and a tom walks out onto the field. Like, I don't know if it was with that big group, that harem of toms or whatever you want to call it, the squadron I called it earlier. I don't know if it was with that and it just broke off, or if it was just a separate bird cruising around. But he came out onto the field, and he proceeded, like, it looked like he was coming in 4 different times, but he was like 100 yards away. And either he just didn't like the blind or didn't like the decoys, or he saw me moving or something. And for 15 minutes, he was out on that field. I even lined up on him a couple times because I was trying to figure out if I could shoot him lefty. Like, I thought that was what was going to have to happen, is I'd have to just switch sides and you know, bat for the other team, just like JC is driving a Subaru, batting for the other team here. But so he like proceeds to work all the way around me. And again, like the highs and lows, I thought when he came out, I thought, here we go. Like all the pain and suffering is going to get rewarded, which a lot of times in business it does. You go through a period of pain and suffering, and then you come up out of it. But he didn't. He just like meandered off and drifted off the field. And I was like, son of a gun. Like, that was my chance. That was my 3rd chance, but that chance didn't pay off either. But there's still more gobbling back where he came from. It's still a few hundred yards back in the woods. So I'm calling, and now that squadron is coming closer and closer and closer again. I'm like, here we go. This time they're committed, right? We've already played this game once. This time they're for sure going to hit the field edge, and one of them's going to come out here and play ball. And I was wrong again. They got to the kind of the same spot they were the last time, and they just drifted back, and then went dark on me, went silent. And the next time I heard them gobble, they were 200, 300 yards back in there. I was like, son of a gun. Now it's like, by the time all this takes place, I don't know, it was like 9 o'clock. And I quit, which we also do that in business sometimes, where we're just like, I've had enough. I'm done with this. I'm done for the day. And so that was my attitude. I was just like, I'm beat. I can't see, right? Like, I'm kind of in my head. I'm just like, I can't even see. Like, what am I doing out here? I'm probably just going to wound a turkey. Is the story I'm telling myself in my head. Like I said, I'm feeling sorry for myself. So I head back home, and I make a pot of coffee, and my mom's home, and Crosby's with her. And so I'm kind of telling her the story. And then I look at my phone, and there's notifications from 30 minutes ago of turkeys in the woods right next to my parents' house. And it's the same woods that Marty wounded a nice buck in. If you heard that story, Marty wounded a nice buck with the bow this year. We never got it, but it's alive and in there. So it's that same piece of woods, and I have a trail camera in there, and 3 toms had walked past it at like 8:45, and now it's 9:15. And I'm like, I'm going to go lay down on the mound system way in the back of the yard. My parents have like a 5-acre strip. I'm like, I'm going to go way back in there, lay down on the mound system, put the hen decoy out, and see if I can get one to gobble. And so I do. And I call a few times and probably sit down there for 5 minutes, and just nothing gobbles. So I'm like, all right, well, oh well, this is a nice long shot. So I go back in and I'm chatting with my mom and I'm like, well, I'm going to shower, but I bet you within the next hour, there's a Tom standing out there right where I was just calling from. Like just to taunt me, just to like rub it in about how my turkey hunting day is going. And so I jump in the shower, do the tick check. Whenever you turkey hunt, you got to like shower after every hunt because you're always covered in freaking wood ticks and deer ticks. So I shower, I get back upstairs. I'm wearing sweatpants and a t-shirt now. And I'm pouring a cup of coffee and I look outside and son of a bitch, there's a Tom standing right where I was calling from. And he's looking for me. This hot hen son of a gun, hot Subaru driving hen son of a gun. And so I'm like, ooh, like, all right, here's the chance. I'm gonna quick throw on a hooded sweat, like a camouflage anything, hooded sweatshirt and a little face mask thing. And I run out into the front, grab my shotgun, a couple shells, and turkey call. I don't have any decoys or anything, but I'm just thinking like if he's close enough, maybe I can call him back. And so I'm doing the duck run where you're like half bent over and half running, like bent over forward, because I'm trying to stay low. So I'm running down a couple hundred yards to this mound system, and I don't see him at all. And the mound system isn't that long, so I'm like, he's just got to be right up on the other side of this darn thing. And I get down to it, and I like creep over. And turkeys see everything, so you kind of got to be careful when you're like peeking up, because if they're looking, they'll be like, and they're gone. So I creep up, and I can see he's out in the alfalfa field on the neighboring property, maybe 100 yards away, 75 yards away. And I hit the deck, you know, I'm on my belly, and I just give a little, and he perks up like he's never heard a hen yelp that hot before. He's like, where's that Subaru driving hen? I need to go lay my eyes on that gal. So he just does a 180 and just starts like coming in, doing turkey stuff. He's coming. I'm like, this bird's gonna die. There's no doubt about it. Like he's just on a mission coming to get me. And he gets basically to like 25 yards and I'm lined up on him. But I can't figure out which head to shoot because I'm seeing two with my right eye. Like my vision's getting a little better, but there's two heads and they're about a foot apart. And so I did what any reasonable bushwhacking redneck son of a gun would do, which is I just aimed between the two of them and let her rip. And I folded that bird, and my mom had Crosby. My mom and Crosby were watching from the windows in the back of the house, and the bird's flopping around. And I had to go step on his head, and I just gave the biggest fist bump, like, yeah, you know, stepping on his head, just crushed him. So, again, just like in business, you have all these ridiculous hardships over and over and over again, and you overcome and you overcome and you overcome. And even when you've given up, sometimes like luck will strike you. And I gave up like 3 times on that hunt. Joe says, so like the owl, you get attacked by birds. Yeah, they get you. But we eventually got one. My dad didn't end up getting anything, so I was the only one to get a turkey anyway. And that is then we went fishing and we did okay. We had our surf and turf. We had a little turkey and a little fish. But I felt pretty proud of that one just for sticking with it. And let's see here. I'm backstage. Let me add myself here. Check this out. Let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm going to. Can you share from the phone? Wonder.
Dan, that was a
You won't let me
great
share?
story, but one of the longest stories for an analogy, and I loved it. And I realized 2 things. One, you're a great storyteller, and you can just literally just tell stories and like do like night story time. And I would probably just listen and fall asleep because it's such a good story. And 2, I was really hoping you're going to chase down the one-legged turkey with a knife. And
Dude,
just stab
I
the
so
motherfucker.
wanted to. I so wanted to, man. He deserved it. He's not gonna survive. Like he's totally dead. Here I'm gonna email myself a couple pictures here. What's up, Rob Anderson?
What's up?
I saw him sneaking in. Let me
Hey, Rob.
see if I can do this.
What you doing, buddy?
Just chilling. No, so I as far as Dan and telling stories, oh look, there's 2 Dans. real Dan and fake Dan. Which one's real?
I had to
No,
remove,
so
I had to remove fake Dan.
Dan 2.0.
we
What's
were
crypto, Dan?
we were at BBB last week, and I'm up there with Trice and Karmazin, Nate Ferrier, and Danny, and they're like, "So tell us about tell us about Jeremy Jennings and falling in the ice house and everything." And they're like, "You got to do it in Dan's accent." And I'm like, "Man, it's gonna be." So I was really drunk, and the lights went out, and Jeremy popped his D, and I was like, "No, this isn't gonna work. Let me just go ahead and call Dan." Dan's like, "Hey, yeah, I got 30 minutes to tell you guys a story. Let's go." So like, here's the backstory, and like nobody likes the 911 operator because she's not fun, and he's like, "I can't see straight." I'm like, "I'm going to bed."
I couldn't
was
see
great.
straight. I couldn't see a
Yeah.
damn thing. I couldn't find any of those tip ups out on that ice. I was
You could
stumbling
barely
around.
tell what cards you were holding in your hand.
Yeah. Nothing was working for me. It was kind of like my eyeballs out turkey hunting when I got poked in the eye on this trip. Here we go. I got some. I got the evidence for you guys. Let me get this. Just downloaded correctly here. Yeah, here we go. Do a little screen share. Share that. Here we go. Yeah, look at that. In the sweats. In the sweats and the rubber boots. Just bagged him off of this here mound system. Actually, I think the mound system I got him off of that. I think that's the neighbors.
Dang.
And then
Nice.
and Crosdog was in the window with me watching the whole time. So he had to come out and get a picture with it, and then proceeded to help me butcher it. He was all about butchering it.
Nice.
Chad Murray's in the house. That guy can weave a story. That boy can weave a story.
I hate deep feathering turkeys.
Yeah, they're kind of a bitch for the amount of meat you get.
They suck.
I didn't pluck it though. I just skinned it. I didn't mess. But you still end up getting feathers on everything. There's not a good way around it.
Nope. I had feathers. We did one on my deck at the cabin. I had feathers for a year sitting around underneath my porch.
Bastards.
Hello, everybody.
Brad Smith says, surprisingly, you gained an audience from all that. See, Brad hung in there for my turkey hunting story, but a good hunting story. Like, there's nothing worse than for me, when somebody's like, "Well, I went out there and then they came in and I shot them." Like that's how my mom tells a hunting story. I'm just like, like you got to be talking about what the wind was doing, that you were trying to hold in a fart, that birds were chirping. You got to paint the picture, right? You don't read a book and go right to the end. Like, it takes a while to get to the end. That's how a story's written.
Yeah,
it's done. What do you think, Chad?
We had a.
What do you think, Rob?
Well, no, it's hunting story wise. We had an assistant pastor come up, and they're like, "Well, let's introduce him to the Eastern Shore, right?" So they take him out deer hunting. Long range across the field. They don't see much. I don't know what the weather was like, the wind or any of that stuff, but it's getting dark, right? And they finally see deer comes in range. Guy lines up his shot and hits it, but doesn't drop it. So it runs off, and so they're like, "All right, well let's go after it." They're tracking the blood. They finally find it again. Realize nobody brought a gun with them. Scares it off again. This happens 2 or 3 more times. Like, it's basically pitch black. They're like, this thing, they're not sure where it's gone. And finally they get to the thing, and it's struggling. It's on the end of it. Assistant pastor's never been out hunting before, right? And so then, one of the other guys is just welcoming him to all this. He's like, "Well, it's just time to take out the big knife that I have in my pocket and just bum rush the deer." Like grizzly bear style, and just comes chasing after it and just stabs the thing.
Just goes Rambo.
Slits its throat and everything. Yeah. I was like, that was "Hey babe, so welcome to Delmarva. I don't know if we made a good choice." Like, but it's like, "Yeah, welcome. Here you go."
Yeah. Killing deer with your bare hands.
Yeah.
But we're done.
Lesson of the story is make sure your shot's good to begin with.
Yeah.
Don't leave home without the gun.
I tried to choke out a doe once. That's not a good idea.
I bet that didn't go well.
Did not go well.
Did you go for a ride?
No, I was smart enough to get out of the way, but I thought I could get a hold of her. I mean, she was hit pretty good, but she just would not die. And I mean, I don't know how many shells we put in her. I felt so bad, and I had left my bag, so I only had I only had 3 rounds, and my brother was with me, and he had
Confident. You were hunting confident.
Yeah, and well, I was hunting confident actually, so I walked right up to it. I'm like, okay, here we go. I looked at my brother and go, you ought to video this, and he goes, nah.
Hold my beer.
You should video this. This is gonna be funny because I'm gonna jump right on her and I'm just gonna choke her out.
Something good's gonna happen.
That did not. She didn't live very long, but I'll tell you, she did not want to be choked out.
I bet she wasn't looking forward to that.
No, she was not. And then another story. My last turkey I got 30-30 in the head.
That'll do it.
Off the deck. So,
boom.
Yep.
Quick.
One shot, one kill, brother.
Quick and dirty. No meat wasted.
None.
But a lot of time wasted after you had to clean it.
Yeah, well, I didn't clean it. I had an employee there that said he loves cleaning them. Well, halfway through it, you could tell he wished he'd never made that statement.
He didn't love it anymore. He didn't love it. Joe wanted to know, when does my season end? It is officially done. I think yesterday was like the last day of the Wisconsin tag. My dad went out for a minute, but my dad didn't go out, and I think it was that one-legged turkey was by that blind until like 1 p.m. because once it's there, it can't go anywhere else.
Yeah.
So then he went at like 6 o'clock to try to find it, and he couldn't find it. What you gonna do?
You have to like switch to like throw rocks at it to like try and make it a challenge, or like
I don't know. I couldn't. I tried to. You missed the opening story. I tried to bushwhack it, and it still got away from me, and I got poked in the eye by a big old twig, and was like seeing double for the rest of the day. Still managed to shoot a bird. Just had to shoot between its two heads. You're right, JC. Though that was a long story, but that's how you tell a hunting story. And you gotta get the business.
Has Dan ever told a short story?
No, I don't waste my time with short stories. There's nothing cool that happens to them.
Yeah.
That all happened before 10 a.m.
All right. What else are we talking about today? Let's keep this thing rolling. Let's go.
The plan was summer plans, which Rob and I got some summer plans. I'm heading out to see him for a few days. But I'm curious. I'm curious. Anybody else got any eventful Memorial Day happenings or any upcoming summer business or personal events coming up?
We're going to Italy.
Going to Denver. I'm going to Italy. Nice.
Man. Yeah.
Is it the chimney? Is it the chimney fair?
It is.
Oh, you do it? Are you dressing up again? You going in costume?
Course. I gotta get a 4 sizes smaller costume than I wore last year, which is awesome.
I was gonna say you look a little thinner in the face. You look like you've been losing a little bit of weight.
I will be, I think, tomorrow morning at 50 pounds.
Hell yeah!
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Good deal.
Do you have a goal, or are you just trying to wither away?
Oh yeah, I got about 80 left.
80 left.
Yeah,
well on your way.
Halfway there. Yeah, not quite halfway there. Almost.
It's like reading a novel.
Yep. So, but it's, you know what? I'm not on a diet. I'm just doing it the right way. Eating correctly, little exercise. I'm not allowed to lift weights yet until I get halfway through. I am on a program, but when I get halfway, then I can start lifting again. So that's how I lost all my weight last time before COVID, and I kept it off for like 4 or 5 years. Just lifting weights because I hate fucking walking. God, I hate walking and running. I like going in there and lifting weights and doing walk for like 15 minutes in the gym, and that's it. That's the only cardio I like to do. I like to get in there, but my wife wants you're gonna die if you're hard. You don't walk. If you don't, we got to get you cardio and stuff. So I do walk.
Just gotta drag some deer. Just gotta shoot some deer and drag them around. That's some cardio.
The idea is to not walk far when you shoot a deer down that sucker, But I haven't hunted. So I mean, we did a hunt last year outside of the off property, and I didn't hunt my property last year, and I don't know if I'm going to hunt it this year. So I might just go do another trip. and do it that way, and try to do a little bit early season versus late season. So, but
I hunt the whole season. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. Pick.
I've hunted my whole season, my whole life, and to be honest with you, I got bored. I mean, I'm just not lying. I got bored with it because our county sucks with our deer management around us is terrible.
Oh, really?
Our core guys around us is good, but then we have a lot of public land around us, and they fucking kill everything. And
yeah,
so,
they do.
I mean, so it's just like it's just so boring. I mean, I can shoot a doe anytime I want. I mean, I want meat. I shoot a doe. I want hog. I like hog. So I have this grind I make out of hog meat and beef trimmings.
Oh, really?
It's awesome. And so you can make anything out of it. I mean, you can make meatloaf, tacos, hamburgers, or what you want to call them. Everything out of it. It's a good 1/3 of each. 1/3 of everything, and you make. We usually try to kill 2 hogs and 2-3 does, and then Kroger will give us for a week all the beef trimmings for free.
Oh, damn!
Yeah, it's free.
Giddy up. When do we do this? When are we doing this?
Do it. Hey, just come on down, man. Come on down.
When's the best? When do hogs taste the best? Is there like a time? I'd assume you don't want to be shooting pigs in the thick of summer.
The only problem with the thick of summer is they just stink. Exteriorly wise, they just stink.
They need a power wash.
The meat is fine, but they stink, and so you're really dealing with some odor.
I feel like February. I feel like I want to come down in like February or March.
Really, any time it's under 75 degrees doesn't matter.
Well, that's why I'm thinking like February and March.
Well, I mean, fall, even our deer hunt season. Like if I'm not seeing anything and a hog comes in, gone.
Yeah,
I might go get the backstrap. I might not. It just depends on if I need any meat or not. There's so much. There's so many here, and so. But my dream is because we killed that piglet once on accident. It wasn't even really. It was an accident. The bolt went through the mama and stuck the piglet, and the mama we never could find. It's a funny story. So I'm in my blind. It's my stepdad. He shoots through the sow, which she was probably 250, 275, huge sow.
Big old mama.
And, he took a picture of her before he shot her. Goes through her, sticks this piglet, and I'm over there. I'm on the phone. I'm going, shoot or kill the damn thing because it's just screaming. Kill it. He goes, it's dead. It's dead. I'm going, kill the damn thing. And he's like, dude, the piglet's dead. I said, that ain't no piglet screaming. And so in between us, it clearly was dying, yet we never found her.
Never did find the mama.
God damn, she screamed for 30 minutes and we still couldn't find her.
Huh.
So, yeah. But
everything else found her first.
Well, I will tell you a funny story. It was scary to us. Before we built our cabin, we were staying in a makeshift mobile home. And so we gutted it to nothing, built it out of wood. It was just a wood box that had bunk beds, a little kitchenette thing in there, and a air conditioner and a wood stove. That was what we were staying in while we were building our cabin for about 2 years. And so we had this little campsite sitting outside, with the fire pit and stuff. And it was just me and my stepdad. And we'd probably had, that was a good night. We were seeing stars that weren't there. And all of a sudden, and by the way, we hadn't mowed ever. So the grass all around us is like 5-6 feet tall. And, you can hear anything moving out there.
Say when there's a critter going through, you
can hear everything, right? And it was a perfectly still night. And I would say within 150 yards of us, I'm guessing either a bobcat or a mountain lion, because we have them, killed a pig. And if you've ever heard a pig get killed by a bobcat or a mountain lion, it scared the shit out of us.
If it was a bobcat, that'd have to be a pretty small pig. I can't imagine a bobcat.
It could have even been a bear. We have bears too. It could have even been a bear killing a hog. But I will tell you, that Silence of the Lambs type sound, we both jumped up pulled our sidearms out and was pointing at the grass, waiting for something to come in at us. It went on for about 5 minutes. And
it wouldn't come at you. It was already getting its fill.
Well, when you hear it that loud and that close, you don't know what's going on. And I will tell you, it literally, I think that's the scariest I've ever been hunting. That's how much. I mean, I probably peed my pants. It was that like crazy on you, like something's like you're just sitting there drinking, you're drunk off your ass, and all of a sudden a pig starts squealing like it's getting a little, not like it's like it's getting murdered.
It was.
And boy, I'll tell you, it was. We
did
laughed our ass off, and we went and looked for blood. We couldn't find nothing.
Oh, it's like freaking murder scene. Just did a cleanup. I did pee my pants when I was hog hunting with Joe Devino, but I think I just peed on the outside of my pants because it was so hard in those blinds, JC, to pee out of them. I was like a freaking acrobat in there trying to pee out. I did pee on my pants more than in them, but it was tough. It was tough.
I was telling a pee my pants story. I peed my pants once, and now I can't remember how I did it. But I did pee my pants.
You took a leak.
No, I got scared. Something happened. Something happened. I was a car accident, car wreck, or my motorcycle or something. Like a little dribble.
It'll get you. Whoa! Hey! Whoa! Hey! Hey!
So turn the pants around, make it look like, anyway. Wow.
JC and Angela, what you guys got going on for summer plans besides traveling like every other week or every week in Philippines? Gotta go to the Philippines.
I heard they're gonna fly Coach to somewhere.
No.
No. I always have to fly Coach room, not with JC because I don't have his status. But Philippines is our big one.
36 days till we leave.
36 days till we leave for the Philippines, and
oh dang,
that
is coming up quick.
Yes.
So I haven't talked to Angela about this yet, but we're trying to figure out where we're going after, or how we're getting home. We have the flight there. We know the flight home. We're going to Vietnam. And right, you leave
You're
Sunday.
never
We
coming
leave Sunday,
back.
We're going to Vietnam. Never coming back. But I might try and do, instead of coming back west, go east and do a around the world trip. Say we flew around the world. So
Amelia
I might
Earhart
go from
style.
Vietnam someplace west coast and then home. I don't know yet. So that's still in the air right now.
Ooh, in the air. I like what you did there. I get
the
it.
big trip is the Philippines.
Nice.
Big trip is Philippines. I mean, you get to see your whole team. We get to see all of our people. So I mean, it's a big fun travel experience. And we're staying in an incredible place, but it's also just awesome to have the whole tribe together. And it's like we said, it's like putting on sales boost in another country.
I saw a funny meme about the Philippines. It was a dude in his hotel room. I'll keep it clean. It was a dude in his hotel room on day one. One girl walks in. On day two, 2 girls walks in, and on day 4, 20 girls walk in. It was pretty funny. Sorry.
Is there what's the math? What's the pattern?
The pattern was naughty things happening in that room. So,
I get that pattern.
But
I
actually just thought that was pretty funny.
We don't.
That was awesome.
We are lacking. That's a big trip. But other than that, we need some more summer plans.
I probably have my busiest summer. I was like looking at weeks and weekends, and I don't know that I don't have one planned, but I've got Boundary Waters next week for a week.
Our bad service is dang on it.
Yeah, no, I think you guys just got some bad service going. It's cutting you out. I got the Boundary Waters canoeing and fishing for a week and like really being in the middle of nowhere. Then I got a salmon fishing trip with the family, with like a family weekend thing in between with Marty's family. Then Country Fest and 4th of July for an entire week up in northern Wisconsin. Then I'm going out to see Rob for 4 or 5 days, bringing the whole family out there. And then it's like
Yup.
late July. Got to squeak in some food plots somewhere in there, and then headed to Mexico with J Dog and Joe Devanneau. And I don't know. I know there's like a whole pile of people going down to Mexico to go fishing, and then Kentucky to go bow hunting the first week of September with Joe and Ben, and I think Trevor Steele might be coming. Clay Davis and Cole Sickafoose. There'll be a whole pile of dudes going to Kentucky. It feels like tomorrow. Feels like it's happening tomorrow. Like all this shit's just gonna be like boom, boom, boom. Oh, and then the Philippines in there. I forgot about the Philippines. Going to the Philippines too. So I'm gonna be a busy boy. If you try to get time on my calendar, I apologize in advance. It's gonna be like 3 weeks out all the time for the rest of the summer. It's just gonna be one of those.
No more onboarding calls. Yeah, it's hunting. We'll return in 6 months.
I have a lot of CFO calls actually on my schedule right now because people are trying to figure out like what the hell to do because it's not business as usual right now for a lot of people. Some people are growing fast. Some people are like struggling with lead flow. Some people are struggling with the recruiting stuff. So I get questions of all kinds. This is probably the first time professionally that I've had more CFO calls on my schedule than I have demos. So, which is kind of cool. Like, a lot of value to add and a lot of people to help.
So we got a wedding in San Diego in June. We got our trip to Denver for a family reunion in the end of July. So we'll I'll reunite with my beer family and then my real family. And then I think we got something else going on in August that we're trying to figure out. But yeah, looking forward to it.
Rob, do we have a good karaoke spot? Do we have a good karaoke spot to go? Are we gonna sing some karaoke when I come out there?
Man. I mean, we can sing karaoke on the beach in Assateague, drunk as skunks, and nobody else will know what's going on.
Yeah, we can do that.
No, I am heading down to Raleigh next week for Lights for Decorators training. So, Jason and Angela, if you're still down there, we did our first Omni install.
Let's get stuck there.
We'll be there.
Sweet, man. Yeah, we installed it on our building and then did a little driving down next Wednesday.
All right, yeah, we'll see. We'll be there Thursday, maybe Wednesday night.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got I did career day today and took the Omni lights, like a bunch of track systems, and just like strung them through classrooms, and then had some fun showing the kids all the different lights. They enjoyed it. It was fun.
Who had more fun, you or the kids?
I think honestly the teachers had more fun because I just, it's like anybody have any questions? Yeah, I have a question. So this guy JC, I know him, and he thinks he's super cool and like lifts weights. And Jimmy, what is your question? Oh, I'm sorry. Angela, she's really cool, and I'm from Alabama, but I was born in Minnesota.
It's like,
all right, one more question, and then it's like 9 questions later. It's like, all right, I'm done. I'm gonna just unplug the lights because I think that's the way you guys will get the hint that we're done.
We're wrapping it up here. You guys sound like Plata telling a damn hunting story. Can't
oh my gosh! But it was fun, man. Yeah.
Joe might sounds like Joe might see you in Raleigh.
Oh, sounds good. Do a little bit of bourbon.
I actually have to end the show on time today, guys. Jai, close this out with a little music. I got to end the show on time today because I have a call with some new clients that I got to go do work after this. Not that I'm opposed. I like helping out new clients. More CFO time. We're doing CFO time. I got Kiefer coming on from Kong Marketing Branding tonight, but I haven't heard back from him. So if he doesn't come on, Joe, Rob, JC, Chad, anybody want to drink some beers tonight and keep talking shit? I might be a free agent tonight if he doesn't show up. I'll throw the bat signal out if I don't have a guest on tonight. And, we'll catch up. Do some more drinking and more BSing. Until then, y'all know what to do. Work smarter and harder. Go earn yourself some pride. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.